that was a nice little freestyle. Even though Millie, she almost wanted to shoot me because I laughed on her freestyle.
Hey,
I mean, that line made me choke. I'm not gonna lie. She said the way he uses his mouth. I can't remember. I gotta go back and listen to that. I was like, shit, man, my throat tingled.
Freestyle up, man. The train of thought.
Yo, it's not my fault. She started laughing, not me. But that was Carla. Cheyenne carried the money, and before that we had Foreign Million called Anyway, and we also played Jack Black, Sneak Dissing. And Jimmy, I don't know what's going on, man. We got a lot of stuff to
Lots to discuss.
Yeah, I made somebody mom hype. Oh, Carla Cheyenne's mom was hype. Awesome. She heard her on the radio. Shells.
When they're guessing, I don't want to do that to you.
Yeah. So everybody's saying I messed her up. Listen, I did not mess her up. When you hear a hard bar, I mean, Flex and everybody do it. It comes out of nowhere. I did not mess her up. Listen, shout out Drea Nicole for listening. She's an up and coming R&B singer. She's hot. She's got a nice voice. I'm gonna bring her here and I'm gonna get on her for saying I messed up that girl's bar. I did not mess up her bars. The shit was hard. What do you want me to do? I reacted. I choked on the Skittle. And it was a purple one too at that. But yeah, like first thing I want to address. Now, I think you were defending Jamel Hill, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think the tides are about to turn. You know what Jamel Hill said, right? About black men and the gay issue?
No.
She said black men... I just want to make sure I get this right now, because this is a very touchy issue and a lot of people are dogging. Did you hear about that mainstream what Jamel Hill said about black men?
I saw the article, I didn't read it.
What she said?
She said basically black men are the same. We're more of an issue. We're the issue because we need to support gays, and black men need to be more gay. That's the problem. I want to make sure I got the wording right.
I don't think you got that wording right.
I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised. I think she's down low in the closet. You never hear her with a man. You never hear her talk about men.
Oh, yeah, she's a chick into sports.
That doesn't necessarily...
No, that doesn't... No. Listen.
It's not gay.
Bro, listen. You didn't let me finish. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying it's because she's a chick into sports. I know, like, there's girls that are into sports that are not gay at all. I know that. But, I don't know. She's just gives me that tomboyish vibe. And
no, I don't see that.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, with that whole... I don't know if she said more black men need to be gay, but... Yeah,
she said this is a word.
Other shit.
Straight black men are the white people of black people. What does that mean?
Which means that we have, I guess you say like we have more advantage over gay black men.
Stop it.
I mean, listen, I don't know what she's saying.
That. Nobody knows what she's saying. I'm glad she's suspended.
She's probably trying to say like gay black men have it even worse. I would think being black and gay, that's like double the discrimination. You know what I mean?
Somebody's texting me. There's a lot of hot chicks into sports. Yeah, this is real.
Hell yeah, there is.
It's true, but a lot of them are hot gay chicks too.
Yeah,
it's true. Like you know,
but no, I didn't mean to generalize like that. Like, but. I don't know, it's just her. She just gives off that vibe. Like,
yeah, I guess, but you never hear her talk about dick, pretty much. I mean, I know she can't on the air, but, I mean, she never, Michael Smith tries to get her to get into it, like, who are you dating? She laughs and talks about another topic.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know exactly what she said, but she's probably trying to communicate that we need to support the gay community.
Yeah, please, callers and listeners, if y'all feel that she's out of bounds for saying that, I mean,
she's not out of bounds.
I think she is, because it doesn't make sense. How could you say straight black men are like white men to gay black men? It just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, that's stupidity to say that. Like, how could you even compare?
No, there are.
What advantages do we have?
Dude, listen. It's not that. It's also there are a lot of black men who are fucking homophobic, straight up homophobes. Yes.
A lot?
A lot, yes. Yes. A lot. And I think it's I think it's basically like personal issues, you know? It's like you might be in the damn closet your damn self.
Nah,
right?
I doubt that.
No, yeah, a lot of times it's like that. Seriously. A lot of times it's like that.
Only time I think that straight black men have an advantage is sports. That's it.
I wouldn't even say sports.
Yeah.
Because you could be
What happened to
playing
Michael Sam?
sports.
What happened to Michael Sam? Yeah, he was one of the top defensive players in college.
Yeah, but he wasn't good in the NFL. He wasn't good in the NFL.
He didn't even get a chance to play a season.
He wasn't good enough to make the team.
That's not true, Jimmy. Stop it.
Listen, I don't think he was good enough to make the team. I don't think he was good enough to be in the NFL. I feel like in sports, even if you are gay, if you're good enough, man, ain't nothing. Come on, like that's one like one profession. They don't give a shit like really what you do. Mm-hmm. Come on, like you had dudes killing niggas. You feel me? And still getting signed by teams. I don't think being gay will prevent you from getting signed by a team if you're good enough.
I'm telling you. You say that. Why? If that's the case, why you think more people don't come out?
That I don't know.
It's like
I think it's probably the cultures in that sport.
I don't know. We're gonna get off this gay topic because, like I said, I just feel like it could go either way. It depends how you look at it.
I came out of left field because I didn't even hear about her saying that.
Yeah, I mean, like she said that, and a lot of people chewed it up. like she's bugging out. Like, you know, I feel she probably is a down low lesbian, and eventually she's gonna come out and say she is.
Even if she is, people should have a problem with it.
I don't think nobody have a problem. It's just what she said is an issue. Then her saying what she, then people supporting her, and then now you say some craziness like this is like, you just need to delete your Twitter already.
But just stay off Twitter, like our president. Just stay off.
Now onto these Knicks. I mean, I know. We have some listeners that are Knicks fans, especially one specific person. Mainstream. Now this is something I didn't even realize. The Knicks haven't won a game in training camp. And it's sad because it's so bad I have to laugh as a Knicks fan. We haven't won a game in training camp, nor did we win in preseason, nor have we won in the regular season yet.
No.
But KP's the savior.
Like that is your one beacon of hope, but
I mean it's ridiculous.
You can't make. I mean, listen, man, it's not his fault. The rest of the team sucks. But let's face it.
The rest of the team isn't that bad. We don't have players that could actually win you games. Like we got Tim Hardaway as our starting 2 guard, and we start Courtney Lee at the 3 for some odd reason when he needs to
come
off.
He's like 6'4", ain't he?
Yeah, he's 6'5". We could put Beasley as a starter. We could put McDermott off the bench, or vice versa. Like I don't get what's going on. I mean, it's only but so much you could do. And like I said, the Knicks are pretty much going to probably entertain the idea of moving this Frank kid. We're not even going to pronounce his last name. But they're entertaining the offers of pretty much moving him. So
why the hell draft him? What was the point of that? That
was a Phil Jackson move.
Okay.
So it's not fair. That's like me coming into a job.
He got fired after the draft?
No, he got fired exactly after the draft.
What the fuck? That's another. You see that?
Because we have an owner.
Another bad Knicks move.
We have an owner that's not involved into the team.
You're gonna fire GM after the draft.
It's ridiculous.
GM after. Oh my God, what's up with the Knicks, man?
Yeah, I don't know, but if they lose to the Nets, like I'm just not watching no games because that's the worst to lose to an in-town rival. Yeah, that's.
I mean, listen, the Knicks fans should get ready for a long season, like. There's no hope of you.
My thing with Knicks fans, real Knicks fans, is if you're a real Knicks fan and you want to see things actually change, stop going to the fucking games and buying these overpriced tickets. Because that's the only way Dolan's going to care. When his pockets take a hit, then he's going to want to make some trades.
That's true.
investing. Okay, what are we doing? Because I need to get fans back into the seat.
If he keeps making money, he's just gonna get comfortable.
Exactly. Jim Dolan doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's one of the worst owners in sports, period. Like, he just doesn't care. On the night of the draft,
might be the worst.
the dude is playing a concert, acoustic concert, and he got booed off stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what else? I think if the NBA actually cared about all the franchises, they were looking to making him sell the team. Because he clearly doesn't care. What owner is playing an acoustic concert and you're not even a fucking, you're not a musician? What are you doing? The night of the draft? Don't you even care who your team's drafting?
Apparently not.
No, he doesn't, and it's ridiculous. And I used to defend him like, okay, give Dolan a break, he's got the right players here, but he cares. But to come to find out, he was behind none of these moves that they were making. None. It was all Phil Jackson and his fucking triangle.
Listen, do you have some owners that are involved with their teams? You have some owners that are too involved with their teams, like Jerry Jones. Right? And then you have some owners that just don't give a shit as long as the money's coming in. They don't care.
Which is very, very few, because any other state, a team does bad, nobody's going to the game. They're going to get like 8,000 butts in this year. Look at Tampa Bay Rays. And you know what's sad about Tampa Bay? They actually have young talent there. Nobody goes to the games. Then they wonder why they can't keep the players, because nobody's going.
It's certain cities, man. Like, no matter what, the fans are always going to support that team and always going to be there at the games. Like, New York sports teams, like Chicago. Look how long the fucking Cubs were losing, man. And they were still selling out and all that. Like,
but see, Chicago, they're loyal to that team. That team always.
I never understood it. I never understood it. Like, damn, you making yourselves. Even like Cleveland fans. Like, look how long the Browns have sucked and completely fucked up their quarterback pick.
Yeah, they don't.
Year
they don't
after
sell
year
out.
after year.
They don't sell out though. But football, you know why people go? Because it's such a short commitment. It's not like basketball where it's 40-something games at home, or baseball, it's 80-something.
What's the point of paying season tickets for a fucking team you know is gonna suck?
Well, sometimes most of those people that go, those tickets are randomly bought and they get them on StubHub. There's so many ways. Like, I got the playoff tickets for only $120.
That's not bad.
StubHub. But yeah, like, you know, like. At the end of the day, man, it's just, you know, like, I feel like, you know, with this whole situation with the Knicks, is just, I think, you know what's crazy? I looked at this team from every angle, and I still only see them winning maybe 25 games. They can be competitive, but then it's like at the end, they just don't have nobody who can close out a game or even get a big stop. You know, it's going to be the same problem as always, losing the fourth quarter.
It's gonna be a couple year rebuild. Like, if they really want to rebuild, they gotta rebuild from the ground up, and it's gonna be a couple year rebuild. But I think they could do it as long as they have KP. Like, just draft well around him and just build your team around him.
Pretty much, but I don't know, man. Like I said, I just feel like this team. I don't know which. I do feel confident with the new GM we have, because he made. He made the best trade he could possibly make for Melo. I think he could have got a little bit more, but hopefully he gets Eric Bledsoe here. I think he'll be good to feed off KP and vice versa.
I don't think that's a good idea.
It is, because at the end of the day, we're going to get rid of the extra weight we have. We have 4 centers. 2 are making $17 million that are not even playing.
But,
yeah, that's another thing. How is Noah on the bench? How is Kyle O'Quinn playing over Gomez? Hernan Gomez, whatever the fuck his name is. And how is Lance Tommy making $7 million, hasn't touched the floor?
Listen, right? If you do trade for Eric Bledsoe, right? Most likely you would have to give up a pick, your own pick.
Jimmy, we talked about the draft is terrible.
No. Which even with Eric Bledsoe, right? Even with Eric Bledsoe, y'all gonna suck. So it's gonna be a high pick, right? And how is the draft terrible?
Can you tell me who's the top 10 guys coming out of the draft?
I don't watch college football, so I couldn't tell you.
Nobody can.
But that's the job of your scouts and everything.
But Jimmy,
I'm sorry, but
terrible.
I wouldn't say it's terrible, because
Jimmy,
you have
the last 3 drafts have been voted one of the worst drafts in history.
The last 3 drafts.
History.
Hold up. Didn't Embiid come out of those
One
drafts?
player,
Carl
Name the
Anthony
top 15.
Towns.
Name the top 15 players from those drafts.
All those good young players that's been coming out. You mean to tell me they all suck? You mean to tell me Carl Anthony Towns sucks, right?
See,
you mean to tell me
he's taking
Embiid
it the wrong
sucks,
way, as always.
right? Ben Simmons sucks.
This is
right.
This is like when Stephen A. schools Max
hold up. Even someone like Lonzo Ball, right?
He's trash.
Even though he can't shoot.
He can't play defense neither.
And he can't play defense, but he rebounds
He's
and
not that
he can
good.
pass.
He's not that good.
No, he's not as good
He's
as
a role player at best.
He's not as good as his father hypes him up to be.
Exactly. He's not that good, period.
I wouldn't say he's not that good, period.
He's a role player
No,
at
he's
best.
a good... How you going to say that off what? 4 games.
Jimmy, because he got exposed in the NCAA tournament.
It's 4 games. It's up, really. So you cannot improve over time?
Of
So
course.
you cannot improve from
Of
the time
course.
that you're in college to like your 10th year in the NBA.
But certain players, look how they're structured. Look how they're structured as a point guard.
There is room for improvement, but you can't just say, "Oh yeah, his career." No, he's a.
So do
he's
you
a
think
role player.
eventually
His
he'll be
career
a
is
top 5 point guard in the league?
Yeah, because he can pass. He can pass,
That's
and
cool.
he can develop a shot.
So could Ricky Rubio, and where is he?
Okay, Jason Kidd was never a great shooter.
But it's not about
what did
shooting.
he turn out to be?
See, you're probably just sticking to one thing. I'm talking about overall. Lonzo Ball can't defend. He can't even break down a player 1-on-1. You can't be a point guard and not be able to break somebody down 1-on-1. Like, that's terrible. Lonzo Ball, yeah, he may be great after Paul retires, Tony Parker, Russell Westbrook gets a little older, Steph Curry is knocking on the door of retirement. He's not that great.
So you don't think
Fultz is better than him?
No.
Eric Smith is better than him?
You don't think he's gonna average at least 7 assists this year?
Maybe. That's a maybe. But see, the thing is...
So how is he not good? He's doing his job as a point guard, right?
But a lot of people would get 7 assists a game. Doesn't make him
Like
a good
who?
point guard. Easy.
Like
Rubio
who?
gets that. Is he a great point guard?
He's a good point guard. He's
Is
just
he
not
a top
good shooter.
Is he a top 5 point guard in the league?
But
Is he
why
even
are
top
you
10?
talking top 5?
Is he top 10?
His rookie year.
Is he top 10 though?
No.
We're talking about Rubio.
No. Rubio
So how is he that
never been
good?
that.
He's
Hold up. So
pointless.
you're good. I think Lonzo is going to be better than Rubio.
No
but you
way
can't.
in
Of
hell.
course, he's not going to be no top 5 after his rookie year.
No way
How are
in
you
hell.
judging him so harshly over 3 games?
It's not 3
4
games, Jimmy. It's his makeup.
What was his makeup?
For one, he's not a good shooter. And you're a point guard that can't break down a defense.
But
That's
you can't.
terrible.
Hold up. He's not a good shooter.
The last draft we just had with Lonzo Ball.
Let me see. Lonzo Ball, Dennis Smith, the kid in
Fultz.
Sacramento. Yeah,
Fultz.
The kid in Sacramento.
Fox.
Fox. Who else?
The fact you have to go who else is
I
telling me a
told
lot.
you, I don't watch
But Jimmy,
college.
but these are people that get talked about. You don't have back in the day. You didn't have to watch college to know. Okay, boom. We had Yao Ming come in. You had that draft was crazy.
Who?
Yao Ming's draft was great. Was loaded with talent.
Like who?
Allen Iverson's draft was loaded with talent.
It was him and Ray Allen. It ended up Hall of Famers. A deep
There was
draft
more
would be
than that.
LeBron's draft.
Okay,
That
there you
would
go,
be a
though.
deep draft.
But you know these guys. These guys don't have to. And a draft is not judged on just Hall of Fame. It's judged on good
Wait,
players.
so teams.
Half of these dudes are not even in the league.
Hold on. Teams were drafting, right? Teams were drafting high. These drafts were so deep, correct? So how come players like Sebastian Telfair, Stromile Swift, Darius Miles, Michael Olowokandi?
You're naming
No,
one
they
or
were
two
all
from one
no.
draft.
They were all
weren't in the same
high
draft.
traffic. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not that many deep drafts. The drafts vary. It just depends on how the teams draft.
But Jimmy, there's nobody in college right now that's even
You
being talked
don't
about.
know that.
What do you mean? Nobody's
don't
talking
know
about
that.
college basketball no
You
more.
don't know that. The season just started. It didn't even start yet.
Jimmy,
It didn't even start yet.
But
So
I'm
how do you
gonna
have a chance to evaluate? Hold on.
Are
How do
you
you even
serious?
have a chance to evaluate college players? Because most of the players nowadays going to the draft are freshmen. So how do you even evaluate a player before they even play one college game? So you're going to evaluate them off their high school games?
because
Really?
there's this thing called scouts that watch these kids in high school.
You can't project what they're gonna do in the NBA.
Really can. They've never been
high
wrong.
School. No,
they've never been wrong.
Of course they've been wrong.
Who have they been wrong about? They said Kevin Garnett was going to beast out of high school.
Sebastian Telfair was hyped up to be the next great player. What happened to him? Yes. How come he was such a high draft pick then? Come on. You what? Stromae Swift came out of high school.
You keep going off for 2 people.
No. Darius Miles came out of high school. Come on. You don't remember? You don't remember Jonathan Bender? Come on, man. Come on. There's been so many. The scouts get it wrong all the time. If that was the case, yes. If that was the case, right? If that was the case, if they didn't get it wrong all the time, right? If that was the case, Steph Curry would have been a top pick. Kawhi Leonard would have been a top pick. Draymond Green would have been a top pick. No, because scouts projected them to be players that they're not gonna be.
That's false.
Yes. That's why they got picked in the spots they got picked at.
Okay.
That's what the scouts do.
Let me break down everything you just said. Hold on. You've been going on for an hour and you're going in circles around your question.
I'm not going in circles.
You are, because nothing you say is fact right now.
That is the job of scouts. They evaluate the players and be like, okay, this is the grade I'm giving them. This is the round that player is projected to get drafted. Okay. So how do they not get it wrong? If players like Draymond Green are getting drafted in the second round, of course they get it wrong.
But no, you said they get it wrong all the time, which is definitely false.
It is.
And no,
it's true.
No, it's not. It's false.
True.
Because at the end of the day, Sebastian Telfair is a horrible example, by the way, because he was hyped off of the fact that he was
Robert Swift.
Wait, hold on. See, you talk for half an hour.
No, I'm gonna just keep naming players.
He was hyped off of the Stephon Marbury.
Adam Morris.
That was thank you. Everybody knows this, but you don't watch college basketball, so you wouldn't know. So you wouldn't know at the end of the day. Now, Jonathan Bender, really, he wasn't taken in the first 10. By the way, he was actually taken like 22 because he went to the Pacers, who had a good team at the time. No. They had a good team at the time, and they were always one of the top.
Johnny Flynn.
Johnny Flynn, he was good. Nobody wanted him. Is that his fault? He averaged 18 points a game. So how was he bad? How was he bad?
It's always been bad picks.
Oh, Jimmy, but this is where you're delusional. There's always going to be bad picks, yes, but the majority rules.
So that means scouts are doing. Scouts are getting it wrong.
Jonathan Bender was selected number 5 by the Raptors.
Scouts are getting it wrong.
And he was traded. He was traded
for the Pacers. For all people, Antonio Davis.
Thank you. At the end of the day,
he was still a high draft pick.
Okay, but
Scouts got it wrong there.
Okay, but they get it wrong, obviously.
Bobby Brown.
But the point of the matter is, a lot of these dudes, you could even name 5 guys in the draft. That says a lot, Jimmy.
That's because my knowledge of college basketball is not where it used to be because I don't watch college basketball anymore.
I wonder why. Because it's trash.
I find it fucking boring.
Because it's trash.
Too much goddamn coaching and not enough just letting the players fucking play.
See, how does this sound? Too much coaching and not letting them play. So basically, you want a street game then, basically.
Not really.
You know what it is? It's not enough scoring for him. It's not enough.
It's pretty much that. I don't watch a fucking 45-40 game. What the fuck is that?
This is.
Come on, man. Come on. Really? You find that? You fucking find that exciting? 45-40. That's exciting? Come on, man.
It is exciting.
Come on. Let's not fucking fool ourselves.
What do you mean?
Let's not fool ourselves and act like, let's watch a bunch of shots being missed. Oh, that's so exciting. Come on.
For one, if you don't know, there's a shot clock in the college basketball. It's different. They play zone defense way more than they play in the NBA, which if you played on the team,
it's a 30-second shot clock.
You would understand how much harder it is to score against zone defense than actual man-to-man defense. So in college basketball, it's a whole different level. Plus, a lot of these schools have kids that are not that talented. Because you have over thousands of colleges that
Exactly. So why the fuck am I watching that shit?
But those are not the teams that are on TV.
Watch the most talented guys.
You're watching Duke. You're watching North Carolina, Kentucky, Louisville,
and guess
Michigan.
What? And how many players in Duke, like from the whole Duke squad, from the 15-man Duke squad, actually make it to an NBA team? It's not like every single player on the Duke squad make it to the NBA. They're not all good enough. Come on.
That's not true. I can name them.
No, you can name players, but can you name an entire Duke team that got drafted? An entire college football, college basketball team.
What college basketball whole team?
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather watch NBA because I get to watch the best of the best.
That's not even the best of the best.
That is.
Europe has got better players than the NBA now. The NBA is going downhill. Why do you think ratings are falling?
NBA now.
Ratings are falling
now.
For a reason. Nobody watches the NBA like they used to. They watch 4 teams in the NBA now.
No, wasn't last year one of the highest rated finals?
No, it wasn't.
It really was.
It actually wasn't because you're talking about finals. We're talking about playoffs. Fuck the finals. We all knew who was going to be in the finals last year, which is the sad part. At the end of the day,
guess what? We all knew, and people still fucking watched. Because the playoff ratings fell off because they knew who was going to be in the finals. But once once the finals came around, you're not letting me finish. But once the finals came around, the ratings went back up. Because everybody bitches about, oh yeah, it's gonna be the same team, but guess what? They still fucking watch it. So why bitch? Why bitch?
They say they know it's gonna be the same team, but they don't know who's gonna win.
But okay, those who bitch about it is gonna be the same team. They still fucking watch it. So why even bitch about it? That makes no sense.
It makes plenty of sense.
It makes no
sense.
sense.
It's like you bitch about your job, but you still work there, don't you?
That's because I have to. You don't have to fucking watch the fucking finals.
People,
you know that, right?
But people,
you know, right?
But people that actually like the sport for what it is, like no sport is perfect. People are gonna always complain.
So guess what?
It's like bitching about watching the Yankees.
You know what?
No.
You know what? There's YouTube. So if you want to be stuck in your glory days, you can just go back to old clips and watch that. You don't have to watch the games now.
It's called people want to see actual competition.
No, that's just being stuck in the past and romanticizing the fucking past. That's all it is.
Because you're not you see. I noticed one thing about you.
I evolve.
You say stuff. No, you don't evolve.
Adapt.
You're the type of person that you know. At the end of the day, you don't understand how defense is played.
No,
it's true. Because all you know is, oh my God, there's a high score, so it's a good game.
No,
there's a lot of games that are high score and that are horrible.
I evolve and I adapt to times and I accept new times and not stay stuck.
People accept it, but at the end of the day,
that's all.
Quality is what people want to see. Nobody wants to see a game where people are just launching threes.
I want to see quality, not a bunch of breaks and a bunch of fucking free throws.
What? Well,
that's how back in the day it used to be.
I want you to look this up. Is there more free throws being attempted today than back then? Because if I'm correct, they call fouls like at will today nowadays.
They do.
There was no fouls.
No.
So what are you talking about?
They do call a lot of fucking like ticky-tack bitch-ass fouls.
Okay, so what are you talking about?
Players are better shooters, so you're still seeing more scoring. I'm sorry, you're still seeing more scoring. I'm not interested in watching the 80 to 75 game. I'm not interested in that.
Nobody scores 80 to 75, stop.
Those Knicks, hold on, those Knicks fucking Pacers series, those shits was low scoring, boring as fuck.
92 to 87 is
exactly.
That's not low scoring.
No, I don't want to see that. And every game was like that? Because I remember watching like games being scored in the low 80s.
But those were the highest rated playoff series of all time.
Those games suck.
And that's your opinion.
Those games
you don't play defense.
As fuck. I don't want to watch a bunch of free throws being shot and a bunch of shots being missed.
They were playing this thing called defense, which a lot of people don't like to play.
And defense causes what? Shots to be missed.
So what?
I don't want to watch a bunch of bricks.
What?
I don't want to watch bricks. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
I don't want to watch a bunch of niggas missing.
At least we know who would be horrible at 2K then.
Actually, I'm nice.
Yeah, you're terrible.
Actually, I'm nice.
Who are you stopping with the way you think?
I am fucking nice.
Okay.
Now
I know you play 2K, I'm going to flame you.
2K and Madden? I'm telling you.
Mainstream,
don't do it.
Hear this.
Don't do it.
No, you don't do it. You can't stop nobody. You don't even know what defense is spelled.
Okay.
Man, let's get into another track, man. Let's get into Ninja Nell Trippy. I'm trying to ball out on them. And one. Like I'm Carmelo, nigga. Trying to get to the racks. D-Rose, nigga. I muscle my opponent.